These lands are called Hayastan in honor of the mythological warlord Ike, who, according to legend, drove the Babylonian king from here and founded a great state here. From this solemn event began its chronology, and now, the 5th millennia in the world is 4509. The borders of this state once stretched from the Caucasus to the Mediterranean, from the Black Sea to the Caspian Sea. Here the story is so ancient that you cannot tell right away where the myths are and where the real facts are. Now this state is quite small, but it can be said that it concentrated inside its former magnificence. Today I'm in luck. I'm in an ancient and hospitable country. I'm in Armenia, and I came here to find the living symbol of this country. On one hand, everything is simple. A lion and an eagle are already depicted on the emblem of this country. But are they really so? Are they the living symbols? In general, the lion and eagle are heraldic symbols. That is, they are put on emblems. Well, literally, everyone who isn't lazy. And the Armenians themselves are not too happy with the way these animals are depicted. And the eagle, they say, does not show its tongue, and the fangs of the lion are not visible. But there must be some animal in these mountains, pleasant in all respects for the local residents. I have already been warned that it is easy to come across wolves. It's unlikely that they would be called good neighbors. But while I was admiring the mountain landscapes, the pride of Armenia, I saw an extraordinary animal. There it is, you see, strong, deft, with a noble head, like a crown decorated with horns. Did you get a look? Goat, a wild bezoar goat, a great rarity by the way. The name is interesting, bezoar goat. What is bezoar? Bezoar is a formation that was found in the stomach of goats, and which represented a kind of lump of plant fibers, hair, and even stones, minerals of some kind. And in general, it was considered in ancient times that this formation from the stomach of the bezoar goat was maybe even a drug. Can you imagine it? It's a pity the fog is thickening. You should not get lost. I think I'll go down lower. Do you hear? They're clearly the voices of the homegrown posterity of these handsome ones. So, there are people there. They will not allow someone to perish. And look at this. Speak of the devil, and he will appear, and not alone. Homelike, friendly. This is a local breed called a gampre, or otherwise an Armenian wolfhound. I, of course, cannot but get acquainted with these amazing dogs. Just have to hurry up. These dogs are at work. They guard the sheep and goats from the wolves, and the herd is moving somewhere fast. Do you have a lot of wolves here? Oh, there are a lot. A lot? A lot. Well, here without dogs, you can't go anywhere. Yes. And have you ever had a case when a dog was fighting a bear? Yes, all the time. Last year, the bear went into the flock. 6 head were immediately killed. That's jaw-breaking. Do you have any weapons against the bear? No. Aren't you scared? There are bears, wolves, out of harm's way. There are such people here. Well, so annoying that I can shoot. Hot people. But we must understand that the Armenians are belligerent only in relation to enemies, which, unfortunately, this nation has always had a lot of. But they are very friendly and hospitable people. And from time immemorial, they have been accompanied by such independent, intelligent, and fearless helpers. There he is, the Armenian wolfhound. Hey, hello, dear. The dog has a 1,000-year history. And look, he is an absolutely peace-loving animal in relation to people. Absolutely. But he is ruthless to wolves, because the wolf is his main enemy. And the Armenian wolfhound is a handsome dog. Look, he's not just a guard dog. This is a defender. This is a handsome dog. The ancient word gampre means big, large, strong. Well, it's visible. The ancestors of Gampre were simply dogs, different and diverse. Actually, now they are also quite different from each other. And with another herd, there are already a few other dogs, but also very friendly. Hello. How many goats do you have in this herd? 100 head. 100 head. Do you have 3 dogs? Yes. Is it true that they only attack wolves? They attack, and they are generally non-aggressive to people, right? That black one strangled a wolf. Strangled a wolf? Yes, yes. Do you have a lot of wolves here? Yes, sometimes. Sometimes. What handsome dogs. They help. Without them, you can't go anywhere. Oh, sure. Let me take them away. Yes, now. This will run. Run. Immediately. Climb the mountain. Climb the mountain. Well, yes. Well, let's work. You see, without dogs, we can't go anywhere. But the main customers are these. Goats, which he guards from wolves. And he does it very successfully. They are our friend's domesticated posterity, Bezoar goat. In general, they are in a special situation in Armenia. They have never been bred on an industrial scale, but almost every family in the village has a goat that is very valuable. Here the secret is simple. Children. I mean, there are a lot of children in Armenian families, and milk is necessary for them. To buy and keep a cow is expensive. Milking sheep, you'll be tortured and their milk production is low. That there is a cup of milk, so you'd need to keep a whole herd. A goat, even the scrubbiest, gives 2 liters of milk a day. Good, 1. And all 5 or 6. Now, by the way, many small goat farms have appeared in Armenia. And now I've just nicked to such a farm for my favorite time. Milking time. And now one more of my childhood dreams will come true. I've already milked buffalo, cows, and horses. I've even milked camels. But I have never done it with a goat. Well, try it. Time to try. I need you to show me. I don't know. I know how to approach a horse. There you are. Okay. Look, a special training one-horned goat. Like this. Okay, like this. With a bucket. As for me, the main thing is to watch. Fine, everything, yes. Okay, further, I understand. And goats are convenient to keep because they are smart. That's real smart and cunning animals. They even graze easier. They bore faster than sheep and don't chew any rubbish. Not to mention the fact that sheep recognize the intellect and authority of goats. Therefore, the phrase, benefit as from goats milking, is offensive and not entirely true. A billy goat, of course, cannot give milk, but his benefit is huge. Billy goats help manage sheep. They understand perfectly what the man wants and funnel the sheep. Come on. And the process started. You know, when you do this, this is not the first time in my life. And I even milked yaks in Tiva. And this. And yak in size, well, it's a little more than a goat. Listen, well, it's okay. Such a quiet one. And by the way, this, I wasn't even in a hurry. I didn't try. 2 minutes, and I've already got half a glass. That's what it means when professionalism is growing. I'll retire and work as a farmer. I'll take a goat and milk it. After goat's milk, my strength immediately increased, and my head began to think clearer. Although maybe it's just the pressure changed. What on earth is this? There the sun, rain, then all the snow. And here's another unchangeable companion of Armenians. What a beautiful one. And here such handsome animals are in every yard. Well, you say, what is it? We also have such handsome animals in every yard. But in the fact is that in ancient Armenians, the rooster was considered an oracle bird a long time ago. He awakened the world from temporary death, from sleep. So it was considered by the ancient Armenians a kaha, so he was called. And one of the symbols of Christianity, by the way. Now I'll try to catch him. Wait! Well, isn't he a handsome rooster? There's a proverb, you know, it's our business to crow, and then at least do not dawn. It's funny, but there is a very deep meaning here. Armenians believed thousands of years ago that if a rooster crows, day will surely come, and the forces of evil will go away. In fact, according to ornithologists, the rooster's cry should tell all the other roosters in the district that the place of the male, so to speak, is occupied. A convenient system, said as I'm master here and everything is mine. And everyone agreed. No one touches. Can you imagine how many wars people could avoid if they had agreed in the same way? Clever. Clever. Yes, clever. Well, is it true that Armenians still believe that this is a pythonic bird? That he crows, the day will come? Yes, yes. No, doesn't crow, the day will be lost. Better than any alarm clock. Yes, we do not need an alarm clock already. Do you get up with the roosters? Yes, yes. You see, nothing has changed with the years. In the morning at 5 o'clock or 4, he starts to click. Yelling, yelling. What is the main animal of Armenians? Foremost. This rooster, it's very tasty. So with that, why Armenians applied to roosters such trembling in ancient years is figured out. If you believe the legend, this land does not exist from the antediluvian times, but immediately after the flood for sure. Mount Ararat is another symbol of Armenia, and according to tradition, Noah landed his ark there during the Great Flood. Biblical stories in general are extremely fascinating reading. And even in this country, without them, it seems you just cannot do. You know, my friend's grandmother, an Armenian, loved to say that when the Jews went to Jerusalem, the Armenians had returned from there. In general, Armenians are proud of the fact that they first adopted Christianity in 301. There are a great multitude of Christian symbols. But what are the living symbols? Well, I can see that for sure one of the ancient symbols, a rooster, a symbol of Christianity, is exactly there. If you look at the ancient Armenian paintings, frescoes, pictures, a rooster, there's a 100% chance we'll see a rooster. And it will mean a universal resurrection and a victory over death. In short, Christians also noted for themselves the habit of a rooster to organize mass wake-ups. Armenians simply transferred their favorite character from their ancient myths to a new religion. For 1,700 years here, the life of monasteries has been enriched with new stories related to animals more dangerous than a rooster. The story of a bear in the monastery. It seems incredible, but it's true. And this picture. Another priest who serves with me here, Pirsook, shot it. He also has a camera. And so, he took the picture when the bear was playing with the apple tree. The first time the bear appeared here, it was noon. There are many people here, tourists, pilgrims. Yeah? Lots of. Very hot. The poor animal wanted to drink. And this is the most holy water. Climb over the fence, over the wall. And despite the fact that there are a lot of people here, it looked directly at the spring. In my opinion, all of this speaks only about the extraordinary friendliness of the Armenians, living for thousands of years in peace and harmony with nature, although their tolerance to the brush beast in the end finished. The girl was, well, thought that he was local. Domesticated, yes. Trained? Trained. And I went there under the trees to take pictures. The bear was sitting, and the girl came up and sat down next to him. Yeah? So, well, he looked. Where did this new victim come from? Who is she? He took her trousers and threw her out. The girl. The girl. She began to scream and yell. It's a good thing that he didn't do anything else. Such damage. Do you know what this phantasmagoric story reminded me of? Sergei Radonej, Our Life. A bear also came to him and fed the saint without a twinge of remorse. I've always thought it was a legend, but my goodness, in the Armenian Orthodox Church, one of the oldest in the world, such miracles still happen. In general, in this region of lakes, rivers, and springs, to die of thirst is so difficult, so that the bear, I'm afraid, was just kidding. The famous Lake Sevan is worth something, and I expected to find in this lake a completely endemic and symbolic representative of the local fauna, Sevan trout. But I found out that there is almost no catch. And look at Ishkan, Bahtak, Bojaka, Kejarkuni. These are all the names of the local trout, better at the trout farm. Sevan trout, how does it differ from this one? There is none. There is no difference. No, there is no difference. They all taste the same. Yes, and this is also delicious. Yes, my friends, the main advantage of trout is its delicious and delicate fillet. The gastronomic qualities of this fish are phenomenal. But I am a great friend of fauna, and I will not attempt to attack these fish. Now I'm going to feed you now. I've always wanted to do it. It's not for the fish in the aquarium, not to feed the guppies. This, guys. Look, now the fun will begin. And where? In. And now it begins. Everybody, come here. Guys, here, they give me fish. Fish are given to eat, not fish. The Lake Sevan trout here is called the kingfish, Ishkan. In Armenian, it means king. And in fact, it is clear. The name was given for its beauty and greatness. 17 kilograms. And this is not some sprat, a big and decent fish. Wow, did you see what they were doing? A special demonstration performance from our friends, Armenian trout. Come on, beautiful. What are the big fish, eh? It seems to me that this trout can bite off my hand. No, the trout is a very petite, graceful fish. There is a huge number of varieties of this trout on the farm, and I did not even know that such variations exist. Here, for example, kamrachaut, or red rim. Do not confuse with our small and bony fisherman's disgrace. This kind of trout, which was very praised by my owner, used to be found only in the mountain streams. There, in cold water, the kamrachaut stored fat that is a very valuable fish oil with all its super beneficial omega-3 and omega-6. Golden trout. The golden Armenian trout does not fulfill 3 wishes like all trout, but 4. And don't ask why. Well, I won't torture you. I've already made my wishes, but all the same, I want to return to Armenia. And now for lunch. Goats now live all over the planet. Armenia is not an exception. But in this region, an animal lives, and without him, goats would not exist at all. Exactly from these parts, grateful humanity starts gradually spreading the domesticated goats. All European goats originate from these mountains, and I'm happy that I was lucky to see here their predecessors alive, who haven't disappeared since prehistoric times. And this, you can say, the wild ancestor of domestic goats. It was he, the Bezoar goat, who was domesticated 8,000 years ago. And already then, people sheared, grazed, and milked. This is scientifically proven by archaeologists. So, Bezoar goat, the ancestor of the whole clan of domestic goats. Bezoar goats are also called bearded because even the female goats have a beard. What an injustice! How? A billy goat with all his force in a beard, and here the females encroach on it. It is possible to tell the main goat's male advantage. But both those and others are extremely elegant and harmonious animals. I was lucky to see them in their natural habitat, and I was finally convinced that these handsome animals are the ones I'm looking for. Armenia is a very good-natured country, hospitable, kind, friendly, and all this peaceful and beautiful life was created by the hands of man in close connection with the amazing nature. So it seems to me that an intelligent domestic goat with its nutritious milk and warm hair could well become a symbol of Armenia. If there was no wild ancestor, which for me symbolizes also nobility, beauty, strength, and agility. Therefore, for me, the symbol of this country will be a Bezoar goat, a beautiful animal, both ancient and very modern.